Hello, everyone. Welcome to Keith and Glory.
We're Not Sorry, your new favorite podcast where two lifelong best friends bring you lighthearted banter on all things pop culture, fashion, music, and everything in between. With 30 years of friendship under our belts, we're diving into hot topics, real-life stories, and playful debates. And we want to bring you along for the ride.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Keith. Hi, Hillary.
Hi.
How are you guys? Welcome to our first episode of season 3. I cannot believe it. We have a really exciting episode. We've been talking about this episode for 2 seasons. We are actually finally in Peachtree City Restore, and we are going to have a really fun episode where as you can see, if you're watching us on YouTube, we've actually already been hooked up to our IVs. We're going to talk about what we're getting. Keith's going to do the cryo chamber today. We're going to interview Hillary and talk about all the amazing things that we do here at Restore and talk a little bit about health and wellness, one of my favorite topics. So I'm going to hand it over to Keith and he can start.
Hi, I'm so excited to introduce Hillary Thompson, the owner of Restore Spa, Peachtree City. She has been amazing to us when we've come in and let us film here. Of course, our one and only sponsor for our podcast. You could tell it's not the lighting. My skin is glowing from Jan Marini Skincare, Curtis of Restore Spa. Even when I came in, she was like, "Oh my God, your skin." So already my favorite person. So Hillary, nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
So nice to be here. Thanks for coming to the studio to talk about wellness, guys.
Of course. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Restore and some of the special things that you do?
So Restore is, we specialize in what we call hyper wellness, which is actually in the world of preventative wellness. We're in this space in life that an apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away anymore. So we have a little bit of extra things that we need to do to help support our bodies on our wellness journeys. And we really try to offer a very holistic approach here so that we can do all these wonderful things without interfering with what your doctors might be doing or anything like that, and just support wellness journeys.
And do you find your clientele is here? I mean, because there's a lot of beautifying products, is that what you call? There's a lot of that involved here as well.
Yeah, there is so much associated with wellness itself. Like, it's how you feel, it's how you look, which really makes a difference in how you feel. So we do offer that vein of wellness because, you know, your skin is your biggest organ. So we have to take care of that as well. But it really depends on the client's goals for their wellness journey, which is what allows us to steer them in the direction that's going to make the biggest impact in their life. And skin health is one of the things. We offer all different kinds of things. We do different therapies. We have red light therapy, cryotherapy, which is cold therapy. I have a sauna, which is my personal favorite. We also have IV drips done by registered nurses, professionals, shots, anything that you need, as well as our world of facials. So it really gives us a very well-rounded approach to help anybody when they're just trying to be well in their life.
And I love it. I'm here weekly when I'm in town. I love coming in. I'm a member, and it's definitely worth it to get the membership. It saves you a lot of money. And I love it. I come in, I'll do emails, I'll catch up on my life. I sit in the dark room and it's like my hour to myself and I feel amazing when I leave. So
not many people get a chance to spend that intentional time on themselves on their wellness journey. So we just try to create the space that you can do what you need to do, because the world of multitasking is real. But being able to take that little bit of time for yourself is super vital for your wellness.
Yes. And we have to be probably honest. I imagine you sleep the entire time, Glory.
Wow. Multiple things.
Hey, she's a big deal. So, of course, you grew up in Delaware and you came to Peachtree City to begin your wellness journey. Why don't you tell us what got you into wellness and into owning your own little spa?
So what really I have a history in retail. So retail itself, I've sold all different kinds of things in the retail world, whether that's furniture, fine jewelry, all the things. And I have a heart for people. And I found that in retail, like to do a good job in sales, you really have to be telling yourself you're passionate about what you're doing. That top that I sell you is going to change your life.
Right.
That chair that we put in your house is going to be the thing that is make it or break it for your life. But like, that's what you tell yourself. In wellness, I'm changing lives. Like I'm giving people time in their life and quality in their life back. And that just strikes a different chord of passion in my life that makes me feel like less of a salesman and really more of a provider of like quality in your life.
And let's be real, at our age, like it's so important. Like wellness is like, even like not that it's any age, but it feels this era, all my friends are into it. We're all looking for not necessarily even the physical, but the internal wellness piece, I think, to get us through the next couple decades.
Isn't that true?
And yes, I think this is the perfect spot for you, because as soon as I met Hillary, it was just, you could just tell your warm and kindness just shines through. You know, she's got a great aura. And when you do come into her store, because I've come in here, this is my second time, but the first time I came in, of course, I'm a little dramatic and nervous about things, needles and everything like that. And the way they walk you through everything, of course, you go through they check your blood pressure and you have to go through all the questionnaire of like medical history and everything like that. But then they come up and specifically with the IVs, and then they say, well, how are you feeling today? Like what, and like, what is it that you actually need? And there's a whole menu and you just kind of go through and pick, and you can add on certain things. So why don't you tell us what Glory and I are getting today?
You guys are getting some of the best drips that we have. So Glory is getting our most popular one, which is Amplify Beauty, which she gets all the time. You can tell how beautiful she is. She doesn't even need it, but it has lots of wonderful vitamins and micronutrients to not only help with promoting proline promotes collagen production, and vitamin C to not only help with your immunity but also with just your day-to-day boost. You have some B vitamins in there for energy levels, also things that help with inflammation. So great. This is one of our, we call it our juiciest drip.
Tell me about the markup I did to remember we did the markup where I could see what I was short on.
Yeah. So the biomarker assessment, which is fantastic. We offer it for our clients that they can come in and we can do blood work before you get started to really show the different levels of like, do you need B12? It goes through over 100 vitamins and micronutrients and tests the levels, because sometimes, whether you realize it or not, if your body is deficient in B vitamins, it truly can cause such neurological blockage that can really cause intense brain fog, things like that. These really, really physical effects that you're getting by just being short of B vitamins, that you don't realize how much these key things can make a huge impact in your life. So one of our most popular drips, and Glory gets it every single time. It's one of our favorites too. And then Keith is getting our new Myers drip, which is which is one of our other most popular drips. People are really commonly hear New Myers and think of like post drinking. It's great for a hangover, but Keith is also traveling a lot. So we need to boost your immunity with some zinc, some extra vitamin C. We need to boost your energy levels with B12 and B complex, but we also have some great things in there that help with inflammation as well. So we're going to do all kinds of good things for you in your IVs. But we also do have the opportunity, like you said, to customize based on what you need, based on the tests that we do. specifically for your body.
Okay, that's awesome. And we've had it in for about 20 minutes already. And of course, my first IV drip ever was here last year at Restore. And it is honestly life-changing. And for someone who is, I wouldn't say I'm super into the wellness space, but I do want to look good. But so when I'm reading all these things, I'm like, be this, be that. Like, I'm not sure what it does. And they do such a good job of explaining it to you, what you need, why you're going to need it, and how it'll make you feel and benefit your life in the future, which is amazing. I think because all of this wellness, would we say it just kind of started in the last 10 years or so? Or I don't remember our parents caring too much about wellness. So where do you think the shift changed there?
Well, I think a couple things. We just have a lot more external stressors in our lives that are causing things to happen in our bodies. For example, having oversaturation of blue light from your phones, your computers, from your TVs, that actually can throw off your circadian rhythm. And if you're not getting outside enough to reset that, and your circadian rhythm is really your body's natural clock saying now's the time to be awake, now's the time to be asleep. So if you don't get enough offset of that, then you're just your body is just functioning in a state that it can't optimize. So what's really there's just so much more things happening in our lives. Plus, I also think that we're kind of a different generation coming up that's thinking really so much about wellness.
Mindfulness. I find there's just such a great
Yeah.
push in those jobs.
I think even just our parents were smoking in the opposite. Maybe not our parents, smoking on airplanes. Yeah, I think that the world has changed and shifted.
Well, so different. So lucky that we have somewhere like a store that we could come and get all this knowledge and feel good about everything. What would you say the most popular treatment that people come in for is?
Oh, that's such a good question, because now it depends on what we're kind of talking about, but for the novelty of it, cryotherapy for sure. So people see on social media the freeze chamber is what everybody likes to call it. Now, it is one of our quicker therapies, so it only takes 3 minutes. So in 5 minutes you can be in and out and have your cryo session. So that's a really popular one. But of course, IV drips.
It's the fad, huh?
Oh my gosh. And for anything and anybody. I have young athletes who come in here and just get hydration.
I just saw 2 of them in the room now. They were in their team shirts, these men.
And they're just getting hydration because they're working so hard, which is another thing that's super different now than it was when we were younger, because these kids are going hard for their athletics. There's no off season anymore for our athletes. So teaching them early on about the importance of recovery has been huge for this space. But IVs are a big one. Red light therapy is coming up. Everybody sees it on TikTok. Everybody sees it for all different kinds of things, and it's actually one of the most heavily researched therapies as far as wellness benefits that we have. So there's I could probably go on, but you wanted one. You wanted one, but
I guess it's also individualized.
Very much.
The best thing to do would come in and do the biomarker and see exactly what you need, where your deficiencies are, and then
and let us talk you through what things are bothering you, what things we can do to help support you. Because just like in a gym that you go to, this stuff does not make a difference when you do it just one time. You can't go to the gym once and lose the weight. You have to have the consistency behind it. And all of our therapies, they build in your body. So the more you do them, the better your body feels. So we help create those plans of action for the wellness journey so that it can impact you the most.
And so what would you say is the biggest misconception about IVs that people would be a reason kind of people would be nervous with them?
So I have found here in actually Georgia specifically that, you know, people associate IV drips with like the ER or with their doctor's office. They don't really associate it as like an everyday wellness opportunity. They just think that it's like, okay, when I'm really bad, this is what I do. I'm super dehydrated, something's going on, I get them at the hospital. But like people don't realize that this is such a wonderful tool for wellness to make people feel better in their day to day. Plus, on top of it, when you're getting your micronutrients and vitamins in an IV drip format, as opposed to taking them orally at home, when you're putting something in your mouth in a like a B12 or something like that, you're maybe only getting 20 to 30% of that really absorbed into your body. Whereas when you're getting it in an IV format, you're getting 100% bioavailability for it. So your body has the opportunity to take as much of it as it needs.
I know, I was just going to say, you said that I would start feeling kind of cold as we're in Georgia. I'm sweating all day long, and I'm already kind of feel like that chill kind of. Yeah. So your personal self-care routine, I love that they have everyone's that works here and what they do weekly, because I think that's the most important thing, is that it's something that needs to be maintained, not just a shot in the dark kind of thing.
Yeah. So thanks for asking that, because all of my staff, and I know you can't really, you can maybe see a snippet of it on the podcast, and there's a couple of empty ones because we're doing some transition, but it's very important to me for my team members and the family that we have that work for me is on their own wellness journey, and they're feeling their best that they can feel. So it's really important every day or every week that we're incorporating the team in what we're doing. Not only are we going to feel better, we're going to be able to speak to it more for our clients and how it affects our body, because every body is individual. What helps me might not help you, or what works really well for you might work great for somebody else. So the more people we have investing in that, the better. My favorite, all-time favorite, is the sauna. And I will do it partnered with cryotherapy right after. So I do that, try to do that at least 2 to 3 times a week. Now I am on a weight loss journey myself, so that is why I'm specifically focusing on those. Is because of my personal weight loss journey. Plus I do at least 1 IV drip, 1 or 2 a month, depending on how good I've been able to getting in the sauna, because it does dehydrate you pretty well. So those are my personal favorites.
And then I guess it kind of changes depending on what your body needs. Like you're like, oh, I had a rough summer traveling, I need this. Wow, so lucky to have all of this at your fingertips.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then us as women, our bodies go through so much of a different cycle through the month. So we try to really, at least for me and my team, we try to really think about that too. Because, you know, for us as women, there's better times for us to be doing cryotherapy as opposed to not be doing the cold therapy. So there is an extra layer of the cycles that we go through as women, that it's important to not be cookie cutter with your wellness. And that's just overall too. Like if you go to a gym and you just get so bored doing the same things, but you can get so much activity with going for a walk or going kayaking or things that you just love doing. It's if we kind of think of wellness as just like a cookie cutter, there's so much more to it.
And I'm noticing, what I'm hearing a lot from all our women friends is the word perimenopausal. They're all perimenopausal, and they're all looking for something that will fix it. It's happening. So, and that's all they talk about. They're like, what are you doing for it? What are you doing for it? What would you suggest they could come here to restore for perimenopausal?
So it's so funny, because the more you pay attention to your body, us women know when something's going on. And as I just started getting into my perimenopause journey this year, and I knew it because my temperatures When I was going into cryo, we check your temperature when you go in and go out, and my temperatures were wild.
Really?
And they just started getting crazy, and I was like, what's happening? And then my body starts feeling different. So a few things, and it just depends again on each individual person. IV drips are key. Like, there is so many micronutrients and things that we're just losing out on.
And sorry, I've heard you say micronutrients.
Sorry, yeah.
So what would that entail?
So we offer different, and now micronutrients are just like a different world of vitamins. So same thing, all natural things that we're putting into it. And we have two, when we have our nutrients, it's like vitamins or micronutrients.
Okay.
All like on the molecular level going to help out and be natural.
Okay.
But there's things that we can do there. And it also just depends on what really phase of your perimenopause that you're in, menopause that you're in. We only do the micronutrient and vitamin testing, but there are things like red light therapy is so
what are the benefits?
wonderful.
Because everyone is talking about this infrared saunas, red light therapy. So what are the benefits?
So red light therapy, like I said earlier, is one of our most heavily researched therapies as far as benefits. So I could list them all day long. And there's so many things that scientists are coming up with that are diving more into it. We use it more as a wellness, athletic recovery kind of tool. There are people that are starting to use it for weight loss. We're not in that world yet, where we've gotten to feel good about that yet, but anybody can use it and feel great. It's good for inflammation. It's good for circulation. It's good for skin health.
I was going to say our skin, like I have
Yes.
masks at home. That
It's
Yeah.
good. It's so good for skin health. It's good for mood boosting. It helps aid in sleep.
Doesn't even help with your eyesight.
Yes, so
which is crazy.
It's new research that we're getting, but it does help with ocular health.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, is the only FDA approved wellness therapy for hair growth.
Really?
Right?
I'll be right back.
Give me 10 minutes. We'll be right there.
Give me a couple hours.
So it just is, the more that we dig into it, the more benefits we find from utilizing red light therapy. And with infrared, you were saying infrared, it's the same, we're speaking on the same spectrum.
Okay.
It's still the red spectrum, but it's a different part of it.
Okay.
So infrared gets you hot, it's detoxing, but mimics some of the red light benefits, the inflammation, circulation. It's also good for sexual health. It's good for so many different things. So
I need some red light underwear is what you're saying.
Oh yes, all day, baby.
Okay, let's get to some fun questions. Like, what's the weirdest treatment request that somebody has asked you for?
Gosh, well, and it's not necessarily treatment. It's like different places for treatment that can be a little weird. Like, we do local cryotherapy, which we take it's a vapor of the really cold, and we target areas of the body.
Okay.
So we've had often for requests for groin areas, which can be a little awkward.
And like a little cold to just get that one area.
You have when you're dealing with the public, you always have interesting characters that come through. Somebody wants to sit in the sauna, you to sit in the sauna with them or something like that. So it's but in general, the interesting thing is, and that I love about my clients, is they bring new education to the table. And maybe it's not like fully flushed out education. It could be something like, hey, I saw this on like when I was Googling about NAD or something. And it challenges me to have to dig further and continue to educate myself. So I'm offering the best information to my clients. Right. So it's nice that wellness is such a space of growth. Yeah. That when somebody does come with a random crazy thing, we really are able to find out why do we want to try that? And is there something else that we can offer here in the studio that targets what they're trying to like achieve?
And I love how you call it a studio. I like that. That just sounds so much better. So if Restore Spa if the studio had a Real Housewives tagline,
oh gosh,
what would it be? Now, typically they introduce themselves. You know, the camera comes in. It's a little like.
So do I need to do a?
Oh yes. With the hair.
So I would say, let me see. All right, we gotta
do the flip.
Look at the camera. We offer all different kinds of IVs here, and I have heard all of it.
And I cannot believe how busy it is. So this is a Monday in the middle of the day. It's not a holiday here in America. And like the people coming in crazy. So, and you're open 7 days a week.
We are 7 days a week. The more often you come, the better you feel.
Yeah.
So, and we want to create the space that you want to be in.
And then most people obviously get memberships because then this is just like you said, like a gym, something you should do every day. Glory, what is your final thoughts on we're in your space?
Well, like I said, when we opened it up, I'm here once a week when I'm in town or when I'm not traveling. So I try to get here at least once a week. And I'm just it's so close to my house, which is so nice. The other thing, little plug that I think I said last time on our show, but you do house calls, right? Like you can go to so I'm going to have a wellness party at my house with my girlfriends and they're going to come give us IVs. Facials. We haven't talked about the facials here, but they're amazing also. So yeah, I mean, it depends on the week, but if I have time, my daughter comes and gets a facial all the time with Kayla. She's amazing. She loves her. Like they have a cute little bond. So it's for all ages. And yeah, I always just leave really feeling much better than when I walked in. So thank you for that.
So we did touch upon the facials here.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure we get everything. But of course, you could go to, you guys have a website, all the social media, restore.com, and then of course, Instagram.
Yep, we have TikTok. All of the things. RHW _Peachtree City. So for Restore Hyper Wellness.
And we'll include all the links down below in the episode where you could just be able to click on anything.
Yeah, and I think the last segment of our show is going to be hilarious. Keith is going to do the cryo, and we will get this on video. If you are on YouTube, you will not want to not watch this. Okay, thanks
everybody, and thank you, Hillary Thompson, for coming.
Thank you. Make sure
you guys come down to Restore Spa because I mean, like, it's obviously the most popular place in Peachtree City because I mean, it's so bad. They just cater every need, and they have the sweetest people here. So thank you so much, Hillary, for doing this.
Come and get a free service on me. Mention the show. We'll give you some free red light or a sauce. So come on in.
Love that. Okay, make sure to mention Keith and Glory. We're not sorry when you come in, and Hillary will hook you up with the best of everything.
Love it.
That's so nice. Thanks so much, Hillary.
Thank you, guys.
In here?
Yeah,
it's just a little thing.
Yeah,
okay, so do I take my robe off and jump in?
Well, you can. You don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
You can take your robe off. There is a hook on the inside, right here.
Oh my God, it's really small. It's like a coffin. Oh my God, I like it.
Okay, so we're only gonna go in at -166 today. So
it's like I'm Canadian. I can do it.
Yeah, you can do the -166.
Okay.
So
are you nervous? This is good for dry skin.
Yeah.
Good.
So let's see. First of all, what song you want to listen to while you're in there?
Oh my god.
Anything that you can vibe with to like get you through.
I think Ice Ice Baby probably.
Oh yes, I think so too.
Ice babies, would you vibe to?
Well, no, I'm just like, I wanted a cold song, you know? Okay?
Okay, so.
Now, what if I do want to get out?
Okay, so a couple things for you. I'm going to take your skin temperature behind your knee before you go in and
Okay.
after you go out because I want to check how your body responds to the cold.
Okay.
There is a time and a temperature gauge here.
Right.
So it'll be able to let you know how cold it is
Yeah.
and how much time you have left. But I'm also going to cue you with a microphone through it as well.
Okay.
The door does not lock. Like
Okay,
it is
so I can
just
open
a
it
push
anytime.
open door.
Oh
yeah.
my god! Okay.
So if
Have you done this?
Yes.
So if you are not feeling it, it is okay. Just push the door open. It kind of takes the same energy as a refrigerator door.
Okay, so what do I do in there? Just like.
You're just gonna stand. You'll face this way.
Okay.
You can take your robe off if you want. You don't have to. Vibe with your music.
That
Remember to breathe. You can do anything for 2 minutes.
2 minutes? I thought 30 seconds.
We can come out in 30 seconds.
Okay.
We'll check on you in 30 seconds. We'll check on
Oh
you.
my god, why would I want to do this for? Okay. Okay, so it's ready. I just go
Almost
in.
ready. Yeah,
Okay.
it's ready. So let's
Jesus
take your skin
Christ.
sometimes when the air is around. You got this though. 1 minute and 24 seconds. Anytime you want, you can push the door open.
Okay.
You got this.
I got it.
You do.
Mind over matter. Look at his dancing in there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. You've been in a minute already. Can you believe it? You've already done a minute.
Okay, ice baby. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna pee my pants.
You've done a minute and 30 already. Can you do 30 more?
30 more, I'll do. That's it.
You got it. All right, so stand right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is that 30? Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. That was insane. Oh, did I go the whole 2?
You did.
Holy shit.
That is so good.
Oh my god. I would never do a cold plunge.
And you went down about 23 degrees, which is good.
Oh, okay, I'm feeling good now.
You should.
And
You
like
should.
all the energy in the world.
All right. You did so good.
Oh.